Hello, I am here, and I've just turned up in time. Arsenal have just scored. It is 1-0, and I believe it might well be Stina Blackstenius who's got the goal. It was Beth Mead on this near side, crossed it in. The keeper missed it. And Stina says, thank you very, very much. That was good timing, wasn't it? That was really, really good timing. So you start Stina, and what happens? She scores. She does it every time. And she's got a goal, a fourth goal of the season. And that was a proper poacher's goal, wasn't it? Just 2 minutes into this game. And you do expect Arsenal are going to end up winning this game pretty comfortably. We kind of expected that they would. Now, don't forget to join us on Friday because, they've just given the ball away inside their penalty areas. Could be 2-0. Oh, the ball's bobbling around. It wouldn't quite fall for Rosa. Was that Rosa Kafaji? Anyway, it's they managed to get away with that Bristol City. But the way this game has started, if you remember that game when we scored 11 against them, we could score 11 against them again. Anyway, there's a lot of changes to the team. It's very similar, actually, to the team that played last week against Brighton. Only Stina's starting this time. And she's already got herself a goal. I said you'd get a hat-trick tonight, didn't I? I said that the other day. And I'm going to stick with it. Stina will get a hat-trick. She's already off the mark tonight already. Of course, Bristol City, in the Championship, they did get relegated, of course, last season. We played them in the Continental Cup last year, didn't we? In the group stage. And we beat them 3-1, I think it was, here. And in the league, I think we beat them 2-1 away and was it 5-0 at home? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now over on that far side. It is Rosa Kafaji, goes around 2 or 3 challenges, pops the ball off, but she's giving it away. There's a lot of comments in already. I do apologise, I was a bit late. Joe says there, Terry is probably outside the ground spraying Rene out on a wall. That's exactly where he is, actually. That's exactly what he's doing. How did you know? Have you seen him? Have you seen him out there doing it? With his, he thinks he's Banksy, isn't he? North Banksy is what he is. And that's what he's doing. Miss Pinkshot says, greetings, chat, score predictions. I see Amanda is back. She is, yes, she is back. Back again, which is good. Greg says, still getting my Stina shirt. And yes, indeed. Ange B says, loves the offside queen of Sweden. Yeah, she's not offside. She's never offside. The linesman's always wrong. I don't know why people keep thinking she's offside so much. She's never offside. Ryan's gone for 5-1 because Manu's in goal. Manu is in goal. And we've got a corner. It's whipped in. It's going to be a header, free header. Oh, tipped over the bar by the goalkeeper. That was Leia Cadena there with a header. She has scored a goal this season. Of course, that was in the Champions League, if you remember, against Bayern Munich in that game that we ended up losing 5-2. I think that was going to go over the top anyway. So there you go. Where are we? Dean says, good opportunity to put the officiating shambles of Sunday behind us on for a good win today. Yeah, it should be a good win, shouldn't it? Absolutely. And says, Queen of Sweden. Greg says, 1-0 already. Stina staying on side. She did stay on side, yeah. We're not having nothing bad. Dean says, where's the Arsenal? Well, the Arsenal mug is it's in the washing up, and I haven't had time to wash it. I'm sorry. But it'll be back next time. Don't worry. It hasn't gone anywhere. I haven't broken it. It's there. It's just it was in the washing up, that's all. Anyway, Rosa Kafaji now on this near side plays the ball square to Kyra Cooney cross looking for another goal. But all the goalkeepers dropped it. It's going to be a second. It's touched in by Frida Marnham. It might have already been over the line anyway. That's a disaster by the goalkeeper. It was a shot from Kyra Cooney cross from distance. The goalkeeper's fumbled it and Frida Marnham has pushed it over the line. I don't know about you, but I think we could be seeing a few goals tonight. And that's Frida Marnham's goal, I think. Had it already crossed the line? I'm not sure. Anyway, it is a goal. It is 2-0 to Arsenal. And that is absolutely brilliant stuff. Where are we? Greg says we'll only win 7-0 as we've got a weak attack. We haven't got a weak attack at all. We're already 2-0 up. We've only played 8 minutes. We're going to score 20 goals tonight. Terry says, if Stina don't get a hat trick, Greg, I agree with you, mate. She can take 20. No. We're not having no Stina. We're not having no Stina critics tonight. Absolutely no chance. She's already got herself a goal. What more can she do? Anyway, Arsenal own this horrible white kit, of course, which I thought maybe because that week had gone, the moment's gone, I thought we might not wear it, but we have. Anyway, Frida Marnham on the turn, bringing it forward. Another goal for her this season. Rosa Kafaji gets the ball out to that far side. This is good play, actually, from Arsenal. Really good play. Rosa Kafaji, nice turn inside the box. Can she get a cross in? It's deflected behind. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. Absolutely dominant Arsenal are here. And I think we'd all be surprised now if we don't go on and score lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of goals. But we shall see. What I don't like about this kit, apart from anything else, is you can't see the numbers. Why didn't they make the numbers black or red or something? Oh, so I can't make them red, I suppose, could they? But black. Header comes in. Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. I think that was Katie Reid, actually. Katie Reid's playing, by the way. She looked like she's right back again. And this is why Laura Wienreuther is leaving. Obviously, she's not even going to get a game, is she? When we're resting Emily Fox, is playing. They're playing Katie Reid at right back, who's naturally a centre back. So anyway, Laura, it looks like she's off in this transfer window. But let's see now. Obviously, we've got the women's show on Friday, and that is going to be really good because we are going to look at the Chelsea game. And there's one or two other little bits and pieces I want to talk about, which we'll come on to on Friday. We'll maybe have a little taste about half time, maybe. Anyway, Bristol City are coming forward now. And they managed to keep the ball in, but Katie Reid's across there. It's going to be a corner, though, to Bristol City. It's not quite a sellout crowd tonight. I suppose it's not really understandable. The game was obviously rearranged. It was meant to be at a weekend, and now it's a midweek. Unfortunately, the bad weather, of course, put paid to the game originally, didn't it, a couple of weeks ago. It was due to be our first game of 2025. Instead, it's our third game of 2025. No, our fourth game. We've had 3 already, haven't we? I've almost forgotten about the Chelsea game already. But we do. I do want to talk about that, of course, on Friday, which we will, of course. Anyway, this cross comes in from Bristol City. It's headed away, or headed more up than away, actually, by Leia Cadena. But Bristol City can't get it back into the Arsenal penalty area. But they do get a throw over on the far side. I do think there's more issues here than just that game against Chelsea, actually. Yes, we're going to talk about the referee. I'm sure we are. We're going to talk about the game, the result, and all this kind of other stuff. But for me, there's a bigger picture that we need to look at. And that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. Because I think it's important that we do. Because I say it's not just, it's not just about one result. It's not about short-term results. It's about the long-term strategy of the club. And that's where my concerns are. But anyway, we will worry about that on Friday. Let's enjoy the game for now. It is Arsenal 2, Bristol City 0 in this FA Cup. Terry says, what do you think of all the news of Ollie Watkins? I mean, Ollie Watkins is a typical Mikel Arteta signing, isn't he? Safe. He's a safe player. He's got no personality. He'll fit in perfectly fine. He's obviously better than Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz, so it's a positive in that sense, but he's not an exciting player, is he really? He's a good player, and I like Ollie Watkins, but he isn't the sort of striker that you get to if you're serious about trying to win the league and winning the Champions League. You don't buy Ollie Watkins, do you? But anyway, again, it'll come down to what we're going to talk about on Friday, which is the ambition of the club. In general, what ambition have they got? Because they don't seem to have very much, do they? Anyway, Kyra Cooney cross now in midfield, touches the ball off to Katie Reid. Lovely ball back to her. Now it's with Lotta Wubben-Moy. Lotta Wubben-Moy and Leia Cadena are the two centre-backs. Katie Reid is right back. Steph Catley's back in her old left-back position. The midfield is Kyra Cooney cross. It is... who else was in midfield? Mariona Caldente. And then the front three is Oh, and then Frida Marnham, of course, and in the front three is Rosa, Beth Mead, and obviously Stina Blackstenius. Greg says just who scored. Stina scored the first goal, and Frida Marnham's got the second goal. So that is where we are at the moment. And B says, I'd have Ollie. Well, I'm sure you would, but is he a good footballer? That is a question we should be talking about, really, isn't it? Greg says, not the answer to our problem. Well, no, the answer to our problems is a new manager. We know that. It might be a temporary. I mean, he's better than what we've got. Let's be honest. He's better than what we've got in the centre forward position, but no doubt Arteta will soon knock that out of him. Terry says he's 30, he should go to Chelsea. He's clearly a pensioner. Oh, dear. But yeah, I mean, obviously, he hasn't signed yet, of course, but Aston Villa have turned down our bid anyway. So, and he is talking to John Duran's going to go. So I can't see him selling both of them anyway. I was coming forward now. Frida Marnham, ball out to that far side. Oh, it wasn't the right ball, was it? Looking for Rosa Kafaji. We've got More Than a Wheelchair. What a great name. Watkins would be a great buy. Finally drop Don Convert. Yeah, I mean, exactly. He's better than what we've got. I agree with you 100%. He's much better than what we've got. And of course, you know, that's what we need. We need someone better than what we've got in that position. So, yeah, I think it depends on how much we're going to have to pay for him. If they've turned down 60 million, if you're looking at 70, 80 million, no, I wouldn't want to pay that much for Ollie Watkins. Absolutely not. As good a player as he is, I don't think that would be a good deal. I don't think that would be right. When you think if we wait till the summer, we can get a proper centre forward, a centre forward that we need for maybe 30 or 40 million pounds more than we pay for Ollie Watkins. Once we've got Ollie Watkins in now, there's no way we're buying another striker in the summer. Absolutely no chance. So this is what we've got to think of, isn't it? Do we wait till the summer and get the proper one that we really want? Oh, Bristol City now coming forward. There's a chance here on the end of the box. Shot comes in straight at Manu Zinsberger, and she makes a save. And there we go. Greg says, is he any good at left back? Well, he'll have to play at left back, won't he? Probably. But that was Bristol City's first effort on goal there, looking for a way back into this FA Cup tie. It is, of course, the fourth round. If Arsenal win tonight, we will play London City Lionesses, and that will be another game against the Championship team, one of their sort of top-end Championship teams. It's very, very tight at the top of the Championship this season. Birmingham are top. You've got Sunderland in there. Obviously, you've got Bristol City in there. You've got London City Lionesses in there. Charlton are in there. Newcastle up far away. It's going to be quite an exciting finish there. It's just such a shame only one team gets promoted, isn't it? Such a shame. There you go. More Than a Wheelchair says Marcus Thuram is a good striker that no one seems to talk about. No, he is a good striker, yeah. Katie Reed's done really well there. Knocks the ball forward into Frida Marnham. Again, it's a poor ball from her looking to get Stina in. Stina's won the ball on the edge of the box. Can she get a shot away? She does. Oh, that's a brilliant goal. That is a brilliant, brilliant goal from Stina Blackstenius. That is her second goal of the night, and that one is quite special. Robbed the defender of the ball, cut back again, and then chipped it in to the top corner. Things you love to see on a Wednesday evening is Stina Blackstenius doing Stina Blackstenius things. That was quite remarkable. A brilliant, brilliant goal from Stina. That is two for her already. We've only played 16 minutes. We said she was going to get a hat-trick tonight. She may well get a hat-trick in the first 20 minutes. That was something really, really special. And she wasn't offside either, Greg, by the way. She was not offside at all. And that's a lovely goal. A lot of Stina's goals are scored from inside the first one, inside the penalty area, inside the 6-yard box. That's where she scores a lot of her goals. But that one there, edge of the box, chips it into the top corner. She is good enough, and I think she's shown that plenty of times. She would be playing as a regular starter in almost every other WSL team. That's how good she is, and yet she's really getting a start for us. And it's such a shame. Okay, yes, there's no doubt in Leslie Russo's quality. 12 goals this season, Leslie Russo's got. But that's 5 now for Stina. And in terms of minutes on the pitch, you have to say her record is... And last season, she's got 18. And she only started, I think, 14 games or something the whole season. So her goal scoring record is remarkable, Stina. She's done so much good stuff for us and so underrated. And it's nice that she's in the spotlight in this game. And that goal there was something special. And I don't think you can... you can question how good she is. Anyway, Kyra Cooney Cross now touches the ball forward. Stina wants that hat-trick already. Look, on the move again. She didn't get the ball this time, though. Greg says she's good against lower teams. It's a shame she can't do it in the WSL. Well, it's because she never gets to play in the WSL. She scored in both legs of the Champions League quarterfinal against Bayern Munich. She scored the winner in the quarterfinal against Bayern Munich 2 years ago. She scored in both legs of the semi-final. She scored in 2 cup finals against Chelsea. She scored in 2 semi-finals. She's got a great record in the big games. Absolutely no doubt about it. She doesn't play enough in the WSL, so of course she's not going to score in the WSL, is she? When she's on the bench most of the time. I think she's got 1 WSL goal this season, but she doesn't play. She can only score against who she plays against, and when she plays, she generally scores. And I say she has in her Arsenal career scored some big goals in big games. The winner in the cup final last year, for an example, the equaliser in the cup final the year before, the winner in the semi-final. She's both legs of the semi-final of Champions League against Wolfsburg. She scored. In fact, she had a goal wrongly disallowed in that second leg of the semi-final as well, if you remember. So, and she wasn't offside either. It was something in the build-up to the goal. But anyway, I will talk about how good Stina is all night if you want me to. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind doing that at all. But anyway, Ag says Frida scored. Frida did score. Yeah, she got the second goal. Well, I don't know if it's going to get given to her or if it's going to get given to Kyra, because Kyra's shot was fumbled by the goalkeeper. I don't know if it already crossed the line, but Frida Marner made sure and put it in anyway. But there's no doubt about the other 2 goals were both by Stina, the first and the third, and she's going to be hungry for more. We played nearly 20 minutes. Yeah. That was great. Josie scored a second goal. Yeah, it was Frida Marner got a second one. Yeah. Well, I say that. I assume it's going to be given to her, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Katie Reid now bringing the ball forward, plays up this near side. This is a good move. The cross comes in. It's going to go over the goalkeeper. It's going to go out as well. Wasn't a great cross there, was it? Was that Frida Marner? Not a great cross. Joe says the next game will be interesting against the London Lionesses. When you think if their January sign has been splashing money. No, they have, yeah, but obviously it should be a good game, but it's a good game for us because it means we can obviously win. I'm not going to take it for granted, but we've got a great chance to win and go through, and then of course we'd be in the quarter final, wouldn't we? Which would be great. So yeah, let's see obviously what happens. But yeah, it'll be a good game. I'm sure it will be a good game, and we just need to make sure that we are professional about it and do the job and get that game won as well. And then we'll see where the FA Cup's going to take us this season. We know the title's gone. We know that's happened, and that's fine. We have to deal with that. But we've got 3 cup competitions still, and I think that maybe. I think we're still a little bit early in the development of this team. Obviously Renee's only just been given a job on a full-time basis, and she's only been in the job for 3 months anyway. So we're in quite early stages of this. She hasn't got any of her own players that she's bought yet. Not that she wouldn't want these players, but she needs to shape her squad and her team, and it's going to take a little bit of time to actually get it exactly the way that she wants it. So. I think that for this season, certainly, I think the Cups were always going to be the best option. And we are good enough. There's not going to be many teams that, no one really should worry us. I don't think they do. And I think we showed it for long spells in that game against Chelsea that, we can match the best. And we've got no reason to fear anyone. And I think the Cups may be where this team is going to excel in. We already have done well this season anyway. But, yeah, I think that if we give Renee time and back in and let her build her team, I think we could become a league title winning team again. It's just going to take time, isn't it? It's not something that you can expect to happen overnight, when Chelsea are so dominant. But I say that there's a few things about the club I do want to talk about on Friday. So we'll wait till Friday, really, because I want to get the guys' opinions as well. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. This is such a dominant display, isn't it, from Arsenal, which we expected anyway, of course. Steph Catley now finds Rosa Kafaji, but the ball's just going to run away and go behind. Of course, it's a big week coming up, isn't it, for the Arsenal women? We have got a trip to Man City on Sunday, which is, of course, now it's not a league title game. It's a top 3 game, isn't it? So we need to get back in that top 3. So we need to win that game, which is not going to be easy. And then, of course, next Thursday, it's the semi-final of the Subway Cup, which was, of course, the Continental Cup. We are the holders of that competition. We play Manchester City here at Meadow Park next Thursday. That is going to be a really, really big game, isn't it? An important game. And let's see if we can reach the cup final again, that for the third time. Of course, we'll still be in the FA Cup, hopefully, as well. Because we're certainly going to get through this round, and we should get through against London. Rosa Kafaji over on that far side does well. The cross is deflected. Is it going to fall to Stina? It isn't. It's going to come to Frida Marlem. Oh, it's hitting the crossbar. Hasn't gone out yet. The goalkeeper dropped it and grabbed it at a second attempt. Wow, this goalkeeper doesn't look very convincing at all, does she? We thought Manu Zinsberger was a bit shaky. Christ. This goalkeeper is not very good at all. Greg says, if this is the early development with the team, we've got out 3-0 up already. The future looks good. Well, it does, yeah. I mean, obviously, this is the second team in many ways, although a lot of the first, well, I say a lot of changes. But we've got Kyra's been playing, obviously, Beth. I think Lotta and Leia and obviously Mariona now on the ball. These are players. It's a good squad that we've got, but to build a title-winning team, the manager needs time. Not necessarily just to buy new players. I'm not necessarily saying I don't think we've got a good squad. We don't need to go and buy 5, 6, 7 players, do we, to be competitive in the league? Oh, that's a great cross. Beth Mead's header. It's another goal in at the far post. Beth Mead got in on the act. Didn't take her long, did it? First effort at goal ahead of there. It's a great cross, actually. Was it Kyra's cross from over on that far side? And this is becoming rather one-sided. It was a great cross, actually, wasn't it? Beth's header at the far post, and Stina was looking to try and get a touch, which would have given her a hat-trick. But in the end, it's gone straight in from Beth's header. Was that Mariona's cross? Anyway, it was a great cross, wasn't it? And it was a great goal. And Arsenal are enjoying themselves tonight. There's no doubt about that. Greg says, Mido. Miss Pinkside says, Mido. And Greg says, Mido. And Terry says, Mido. Mido. So there you go. Good stuff. Exactly. That was good stuff, isn't it? 4-0. Wow, already. And Beth gets in on the act at Meadow Park, of course, a ground that's named after her. Anyway, it is 4-0. We've played 25 and a half minutes. So there's plenty of time to get a bunch more goals. And Dean says, Meadow. Everybody said, Meadow. Brilliant stuff. And it is 4-0. And we're rather enjoying this game, aren't we? It's good fun. And, of course, it's the perfect way to put Friday behind us and obviously look ahead to a really, really important game on Sunday. Well, 2 really important games against Man City coming up over this next week. We're going to look ahead to both of those, of course, on Friday, along with a look back at this game. Probably won't need to spend too long on this game, I don't think, will we? Because let's be honest, it's very, very one-sided. And what you've got to remember is Bristol City were in the WSL last season. They're in the top, top 2 or 3 in the championship. This is the gap that there is. Arsenal coming forward again, looking for a 5th goal. Mariana tried to thread the ball through at Steph Catley, but it's cleared away by Bristol City. But this is the gap that needs to be closed, because it's not good for the game, is it? Yeah, we can enjoy this game tonight. Of course we are. And we are going to score a bunch more goals, I'm sure, and it's going to be fun. But overall, it's not good for the game, is it, when the teams at the top of the championship are nowhere near the level needed to compete at the top. Arsenal, one of the top teams in the WSL, and Bristol City, if they got promoted, aren't going to be judged on the games against us. But it just goes to show the gap that there is, though. It shouldn't be this easy, should it? It should not be this easy. In 2025, with the investment in women's football and all this kind of stuff, it shouldn't be this easy, should it, against a top championship team? It shouldn't be. If you look at the men's game, and I'm not saying that we should necessarily compare them at this point, but if a Premier League team plays a championship team in the men's game in the FA Cup, it's generally a competitive game. Okay, the championship teams can't compete over 38 games in the Premier League and they end up struggling at the bottom to survive. But in a 90-minute game, they can compete. In the FA Cup, in a women's game, when you get championship teams against Premier League teams, they can't compete. They can't compete at this level. And it's not good. Bristol City are coming forward now, just to try and prove me wrong. And they have won a corner, good defending in the end from Leia Cadena. But yeah, that's, to me, that's the issue. That's a real problem. You know, it should be, needs to become more competitive, doesn't it? From top to bottom, it has to be. It's no good having games like this, although I say we can enjoy it, but if you're looking at the overall picture of women's football, it's not ideal, is it? We look at the spectacle there was on Sunday, that the two top teams in the WSL, the quality of that game, and then you watch this game, and this is where the issues are. This is where the problems are, and this is what needs to be addressed going forward in women's football. You know, if we want the game to improve, it starts at the bottom, doesn't it? If the bottom is strong, obviously the top's going to be stronger, isn't it? But if only the top's strong, that's not sustainable, really, is it? And anyway, Bristol City now have got a bit between their teeth. Good play though from Katie Reid. Once again, she's having a very good game. Joe says there, but don't clubs in the women's game invest differently? As in, obviously, Arsenal have better funding and structure than Bristol. No, of course they do, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. This is what needs to be. There needs to be some sort of something in place to enable the gap to be able to be. Of course, Arsenal always invested in their women's team a lot more than most other clubs up until recently. Obviously, Chelsea now, over recent years, have invested, you know, Man City, Man United. But, you know, there's that gap there needs to find a way to bridge it. I'm not saying that, you know, Bristol City will ever get in a position where they're going to be able to compete for titles and getting in the Champions League. Probably that'd be a long way off. But just to close the gap so that when the Championship teams do come up, they can be more competitive in the league. That's what we want to see, don't we? You know, poor old Crystal Palace, you know, they've come up, they've done well, but they're probably going to go back down again, and that's not really good, is it? I don't think for the game as a whole. You know, it is an investment. You're absolutely right, but it's just the gap is too big at the moment, and it always has been, but it's even more noticeable now, isn't it? Because the WSL team, especially the top half of the WSL now, are so much better that it makes that gap even bigger, doesn't it? But anyway, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Terry says Renee was in charge and we lost, so Saka. Don't know about that. And says, I'll give my views on Renee on Friday. Well, I'm hoping, Ange, you're going to give your views on lots of things on Friday, because we've got a lot to talk about and we are looking forward to that. So you definitely have to join us. Everyone join us on Friday, because it's going to be an interesting show, because it's going to be good stuff, isn't it? Terry says, good to see Lordy has got better at score predictions. He's got it wrong and we've only been playing 26. But he said 3-0, didn't he? Yeah, he did say 3-0, you're right. Brilliant. Joe says, crikey, it could reach 10. Absolutely, it could reach 10. With this goalkeeper, I won't be surprised, actually, because she doesn't look that great. Greg says, I agree, Terry, but she's lost control of the players. McCabe, a good example. I don't think anybody can control Katie McCabe. Terry says, Angie's a salty fan now by the sound. Absolutely. Jimmy says, wow, just checked in 4-0 already. Indeed, it is. And there's going to be a lot more goals, my friend. Stay with us, because it's going to be fun, this. It's already been fun. It is 4-0. The Bristol goalkeeper doesn't look like she's up to much. I don't know if she's a regular goalkeeper. I don't know too much about them. But she's looked very, very shaky so far. And she was definitely at fault for the second Arsenal goal. And she got away with a couple of other little mistakes as well. Anyway, Beth Mead has done well there. And now it's with Kyra Cooney Cross. Arsenal looking for a fifth goal. We've played 32 minutes. Let's get 5 before half time, 5 in the second half. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Anyway, lots of Wilbur Moy steps forward. Frida Marnham just touches the ball off to Steph Catley over on that far side. But Arsenal just giving the ball away, actually. Just a little bit sloppy, Arsenal become there. But that ball up that far side is going to be easily tidied up by Lotta, Wilbur Moy. Manu Zinsberger in possession. She has had one save to make, Manu, and she did well. And it was a good save. It was straight at her, but she saved it. And that's one good thing, isn't it? Which is what we need to worry about. Greg says, I miss Katie. Well, you miss her for a little while longer because she's suspended now, isn't she? Following that stupid red card that she got which we'll talk about as well, of course. Anyway, Beth Mead tries to thread the ball through to Frida Marnham, but it's just going to run all the way through to the goalkeeper for Bristol City. And it is Arsenal 4, Bristol City 0. What a fantastic first half this has been. Joe says, someone said the other day, Arsenal need a manager, not a girlfriend. I think they meant Renee is a good mate, not a manager. Yeah, I mean, there are a few issues around this. I mean, I like Renee, and I think she's done enough in the time she's been in as manager to deserve the contract that she's got. Absolutely. I was saying it. We were saying it on the show. You know, give her till the end of next season initially, and I think that's fair enough. I've got no complaints with that decision. I think that's a reasonably good decision. It's more to do with the overall strategy of the club that worries me. The direction that the club are going in, how serious we are as a club for competing at the top level with the top teams. I'm not sure if we are. And I'll give all my reasons on Friday's show. And it's not just, you know, I think the whole club, the women and the men, exactly the same. It's exactly the same. But anyway, let's enjoy this game for now. So we'll come back onto that. Terry says, never in my life have I ever seen our Kim lash out and lose control. Only under Renee has this happened. Well, I don't know about that. I'm sure she has. I can't remember every single game she's played. I mean, she's quite a fiery little character, Kim, isn't she? I mean, she's calm, but she's fiery. Greg says, they've taken their foot off the gas, haven't scored for 10 minutes. Yeah, we have taken their foot off the gas a little bit. But, you know, we'll just need to flick a switch like we might do now. Mariona coming forward, plays the ball to the edge of the box. Oh, that was a poor touch, actually, there from Beth Mead. But Arsenal won the ball back, and Beth's got it back now, touches it off to Katie Reid. And Arsenal now looking for that 5th goal, which would be a pretty sort of fair reflection of this first half, if we're totally honest. Anyway, Bristol City now trying to come forward themselves. That's a good ball as well, but that's a terrible touch. And that's what I'm talking about, the quality there, isn't it? The quality there is just not there, is it, really, in these championship teams? You know, the goalkeeper's not very good. They don't have much quality up front. The goalkeeper there almost got in a bit of a muddle, and Stina almost got a hat trick there before we even reached half time. Joe says Katie Reid having a good game. Katie Reid always has a good game. I've never seen her have a bad game, actually. Ryan says need to be more ruthless in the transfer market. Chelsea are just buying everyone they can think of. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Beth Mead. We've had that comment there. Greg says the club aren't investing in the teams because of their plans to do up the corporate area of the ground. Yeah, that might be the reason. Yeah, there's a few things going on. But anyway, here we go. The Arsenal are coming forward again. And we've been quite ruthless in this first half, haven't we? Scoring 4 goals. But we could be a little bit more ruthless. Get a few more. Why not? Let's get a few more, shall we? N says Katie Reid, she's not going on loan. No, she's not going on loan. No, she's going to be playing. You know, Frida Marnham now. It's another poor ball from her, actually. But Rosa Kafaji's in over on that far side. Rosa Kafaji, can she get the cross in? Touches it back instead to Frida Marnham. She does get the cross in. Oh, it's looking for Stina for a hat trick, but the goalkeeper this time has held on to the ball. And that is probably the first time she's held on to anything in this game. Decent cross, looking for Stina, but the goalkeeper's come and got that one. And Katie Reid was in there as well, actually. What's she doing all the way up there? She's never scored for Arsenal either, is she? But she almost fancied herself there, get a goal. Grot says there, this is so confusing. Watching the lads on the telly and having an eye on the women's game at the same time. The lad plays in black, the ladies in white. Well, yeah, it's sort of, yeah. And yet Arsenal red, that's our colour, isn't it? And neither team's playing in that tonight, which is a shame, isn't it? I'm not even watching the men's game. I'm not even interested, actually, if I'm honest. Greg says, thought that was going to be Stina's hat-trick. Yeah, I did as well, but the goalkeeper actually caught something for a change. She caught a cold once, that's about it. Terry says, why ain't Rennie out of the dugout like Salty would be, asking for more goals? Anyway, we might get more goals now. Beth Mead's cross from this near side. Oh, it just almost reached Stina. She couldn't quite get a header in. And Bristol City managed to scramble the ball away. Not for very long, though, because Steph Catley's battling away with it. I do think sometimes what happens is when the game becomes easy or comfortable, shall we say, I don't like using the word easy, comfortable, I do think that you may be you just drop your intensity ever so slightly, but it makes a big difference. And there's nothing much you can do about that as a manager. You can't really do much more about it. You know, we've won the game, and it's just a matter of, you know, how much more we want to really kill this off, I suppose, and get more goals. But I mean, I'm not really bothered. It's, you know, it was inevitably going to happen. It always does. And when you drop a little level, don't you, because of the team you're playing against? You do. It happens all the time. It's difficult for it not to happen. In fact, it's almost impossible for it not to happen. But anyway, this is a good run around for Arsenal anyway tonight. Certainly a few players that aren't playing regular football. Anyway, Leia Cadena plays out to this near side to Beth Mead. Score of the 4th goal, of course. Joe says, the urgency drops. Exactly, the urgency does drop, yeah. Greg says, does Rosa realise it's a team game? Well, no, she just wants to try and make an impression, doesn't she? And this is an opportunity for her. She can go past players at this level quite easily. So she wants to do that, doesn't she? She doesn't need to learn to pass, are you right? You know, it is a throw on this near side to Bristol City. They're all in black, actually, tonight, by the way. Grat says, I think it's been a pretty sloppy performance from the keeper at the Bristol side. None of the goals seemed impossible to stop. Well, I thought Steena's goal was the second one was pretty impossible to stop. But yeah, you're right. The goalkeeper hasn't really impressed too much, let's be totally honest. Terry says it's because Renee ain't doing her job, Saka. I don't think we should sack her quite yet. But having said that, she's lost one game in the WSL. Jonas only lost one game in the WSL this season as well. And I mean, he wasn't sacked. But anyway, I don't think it's time to be looking at the manager at this moment in time. There's other issues maybe going on that we will need to look at. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward again over on that far side. Lots of Ruben Moy just gave the ball away. I say we have sort of got a little bit sloppy, and I say I'm not necessarily totally surprised by that, if I'm honest. But anyway, we're coming out towards half time. There's 40 minutes on the clock, and Arsenal are fairly comfortable at the moment in this game. Of course, 4-0 up. We've done what we needed to do. We've won this game. We are going to go through to the 5th round where we will meet another championship team, London Lionesses. Of course, we did beat 4-0 last season in the Continental Cup. But as we said before, they've invested in a few players. They want to get into the WSL, don't they? That's what they're fighting for. How seriously will they take the FA Cup? I don't know. It doesn't matter really, does it? We're a good enough team to beat them anyway. But it'll be an interesting game, as we said. Looking forward to that one. But there's some big games before then, of course. It's a big week, isn't it, coming up? We've got the Man City game on Sunday. We've got the Man City semi-final on Thursday. You've got the Champions League draw. That's on Friday. Is that next Friday? I think it is, isn't it? And then, of course, we've got another big game in the WSL that I can't remember offhand who we're playing the week after. Oh, Steen almost went for a hat-trick there. Bristol trying to play it out from the back, almost caused themselves some problems, but they will come forward now. Plays it in, pops it into midfield, and Bristol City now moving forward for a rare attack for them. We're into the last 3.5 minutes of the first half. Greg says she won't get the sack now. Look at Arteta, he's still in the job, and they don't play anywhere near as good as women. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, that is a very good point. And says Terry sat Renee because we're not 10-0 up. And says, well, said Greg, yeah, let's sack her because we're not 10-0 up. I say that I've got no issues with Renee. I've got to be honest with you. Renee's not the problem for me. The issues are much deeper than that. And the more I think about it, the issues in the men's team aren't really Arteta. I don't like him. I don't think he's good enough, but he's not really the issue, is he? The issues are far above him. I say it's the ambition of the club. That's the problem. And until that changes, we can buy new players, we can change managers. It's not going to ultimately make any difference. It's no surprise, is it? Since David Dean left in 2007, just after the stadium move, we've not won very much, have we? We've not won a league title. I think the women have only won one league title since then, or two maybe, but not many. compared to how many we won before. And, you know, it's because David Dean cared about the club, cared about pulling us in the right direction, cared about winning trophies. The owners we've had since don't. They care about the money and the prestige of owning a club like Arsenal, not the money, not the success. I mean, the trophies. And I think that's a shame, isn't it? Anyway, Beth Mead battling for that ball there, but Bristol City have managed to clear it away. And I mean, it must be tough for Bristol City, actually. And you do feel a little bit sorry for them, I suppose. You know, they're 4-0 down. They're out of the FA Cup. They know this game's lost. They've got Pride to play for, and that's it. And in the second half, a lot of it's going to come down to their attitude as well, isn't it? Do their heads just drop? And, you know, they end up making loads of mistakes and Arsenal get a load more goals? Or do they just think, you know what, we've got nothing to lose now, let's just go out and enjoy it, and it might be a tougher game. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward now. Mariona finds Frida Marnham. Now it's up this near side with Katie Reid. Cuts in field. Lovely play from her. Lovely feet. Finds Mariona into Frida Marnham. Mariona again. Rosa Kafaji. If she can put this across, could be a great goal. Can she get it across? It went out of play. It's going to be a goal kick, is it? And Rosa Kafaji is not really good enough, let's be honest, which is a shame. But there you go. Joe says, do you think Arsenal is too obsessed with attendance and fashion in the latest? Well, yeah, I mean, this is one of the things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Arsenal are more interested in other things rather than actual success on the pitch. And if we're going to get success on the pitch, that's got to be the only thing that you're focused on. That's every decision's got to be made to enable you to be successful on the pitch. That's what Chelsea women have done. That's why they're so successful, because that's exactly what they've done. Every decision that they make is about being successful and winning trophies. Every decision Arsenal makes isn't about that. In fact, most of the decisions we make aren't about that. All of them almost. Greg says, I think City are doing well, keeping it down to 4-0. We'll have a look at the other scores in a minute, actually, when this gets to half time. Steen is running behind on this near side. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross, and it's deflected behind. It is going to be another corner to Arsenal, which is good. Can we get one more goal before half time, do you reckon? Can we get one more goal before half time? Not sure. Let's hope so. We are going to get this corner now on this near side, which you can't see much because there's a roof, you see. It's a bit in the way, isn't it? There's not really any answers to it. Beth Mead's corner. It's a good one, but it's straight into the arms of the goal. And the goalkeeper's caught something else. That's two things she's caught now in the last 5 minutes. And that was after not catching anything for like 35 minutes. And now she's caught two crosses. So well done to the goalkeeper. I mean, it was quite a comfortable catch for her. But anyway, she did catch it and didn't drop it. And that's one good thing, isn't it? You know, we've played a minute of stoppage time. Not sure how much longer we've got to go. Probably not much longer, you wouldn't imagine. Bristol City are in possession on this near side. And there goes a half-time whistle. We got a minute just over of stoppages. It is Arsenal 4, Bristol City 0. As comfortable a first half as you could wish for. It all started after just 2 minutes. It was across from, I think it was Frida Marnham. The goalkeeper missed it completely, and Stina was able to bundle it home at the far post. The second goal was probably worse for the goalkeeper. It was a shot from distance from a Kyra Cooney cross. The goalkeeper completely fumbled it, and Frida Marnham forced it over the line. The third goal was a pick of the bunch. It was another goal from Stina. She won the ball on the edge of the box, twisted and turned, made some space, and then chipped the ball into the top corner. Fantastic finish that was. And then the fourth goal was a far post header from Beth Mead from across. I think it might have been from Mariona Caldente over on the near far side on the left, and Beth Mead's header across the goalkeeper into the far corner. That was a great goal as well. And it is 4-0. It's fairly comfortable. Nothing to really worry about. It was Beth Mead's cross for the first goal. Goalkeeper completely missed it. And that's kind of summed up her night, really, hasn't it? And Stina got the finish. So, yeah, it's been a good first half, let's be honest. And we are strolling in to the 5th round of the Adobe Women's FA Cup, which is good, isn't it? It's where we want to be, of course. So there we go. Just seems to be. Look at the other scores then, shall we? I think there's going to be some good scores here. That third goal from Stina was something quite special, wasn't it? Right then, so let's have a look at the Champions League, shall we? Aston Villa 2, Celtic 0. There we go. Look at that. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes from Morgan Rogers. Barcelona 0, Atalanta 0, Leverkusen 1, Sparta Prague 0, Bayern Munich 1, Slovan Bratislav 0, Dortmund 1, Shakhtar Donetsk 0, Brest 0, Real Madrid 1, Dynamo Zagreb 1, AC Milan 0, Girona 1, Arsenal 0. It was Dan Zuma with that goal after 28 minutes. There's still 10 minutes to play in that first half. Inter Milan 2, Monaco 0, Juventus 0, Benfica 1, Lille 1, Feyenoord 1, Man City 0, Club Brugge 0, PSV 0, Liverpool 1, Gakpo with that goal, and Salzburg 0, Atletico 2, Sporting 0, Bologna 1, Strum 0, Leipzig 0, Stuttgart 0, PSG 3, and Young Boys 0, Red Star 0. So as the table stands at the moment, Arsenal would be in 5th place and would qualify automatically. Villa would be 7th and they'd qualify automatically as well. Obviously, Liverpool are top, won every game, and they would obviously qualify automatically as well. As things stand, Man City would be going into the playoffs. No, they wouldn't make the playoffs, would they? They'd finished less than 24th. So they need to win that game and hope the other results go their way. Celtic are in that top 24 as things stand, even though they are losing tonight. So that is how that stands. That's pretty good, isn't it? So there are your scores there. Let's have a look at what else is going on. Of course, there's more women's football, of course, tonight in the FA Cup. Some of those games that didn't get played earlier on in the winter when they was all called off. Brighton 3, Durham 0, Everton 1, Spurs 0, Arsenal 4, Bristol City, of course, West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. So they're the FA Cup scores from tonight, of course. So yeah, lots of football going on around all around Europe, actually. Some good stuff there. And yeah, Arsenal and Aston Villa both might well be going through automatically into the last 8. No, last 16. Sorry, not last 8, last 16 of the Champions League. So there you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, that's kind of up to date with that, isn't it? That is up to date with that. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Terry says, Yankee, what a player she was. They're just done some great FA Cup goals, actually. I'd have shown Danielle Carter's goal in the FA Cup final. I was at that game against Chelsea. Was that 2016? That's last time I won the FA Cup, wasn't it? When Danielle Carter scored that goal against Chelsea. That was a great team, actually, wasn't it? That was a great Arsenal team. Look at that. Look at those players there. Incredible. That was a great goal, wasn't it, actually? Yeah, I remember that. We need to win the FA Cup. Well, look at this FA Cup final, in the sunshine. Obviously, last time we were in the FA Cup final was played in the winter, wasn't it? Because it was the one held over from the year before. We need to be back in a cup final in May, don't we? Back at Wembley. We need to do it this season. Come on, this is our year, isn't it? This is our year to do it. So let's do it this time, eh? This is what we want. And this is Lauren Hemp's goal against Chelsea. That's a good goal as well, isn't it? Cutting in from that left-hand side, finishing with her right foot as well. What a goal that was. Was that the one when was that the cup final at Chelsea 1-3-2? Was that the one? Or was I thinking of a different one? Anyway, that was a good goal, that wasn't it?
But yeah, there's some good goals in the FA Cup, isn't there? But we need to get there this year, don't we? We need to get to the final in May. That would be something really special, wouldn't it? We'd have to go to that. Definitely would go to that if we get there. That would be good, wouldn't it? It's about time, isn't it? I think 2018 was the last time we was actually in the final. At the end of the season, it was 2018, wasn't it, when we lost? Was it 3-1 to Chelsea? I think it was, wasn't it? Anyway, good stuff indeed. Blimey, Celtic have come back to 2-2 against Aston Villa. Aston Villa were 2-0 up in 5 minutes. Then Arsenal have equalised in Girona, Jorginho with a goal. We don't need a striker, do we? That was a penalty, actually. It was a penalty. I was going to say it's very rare for Jorginho to score an actual goal. But there you go. Oh, they're saying Kim Little's going in the FA Cup final now against Bristol. Oh, I remember that goal. Yeah, that was a brilliant goal, wasn't it? Look how young Kim Little looks there. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I don't remember where that game was. Was it Coventry? That's a great goal, isn't it? I remember that one. Lovely touch there, little beat, nutmeg, cuts back inside, sends the keeper the wrong way. That was brilliant stuff there, wasn't it, from Kimmy Little? Yeah, it was Coventry. Yeah, I thought it was. Dean says, unbelievable. So it is unbelievable, isn't it? It was 2-0 down after about 5 minutes. Anyway, there's 2-2 now. Oh, they're showing Jane Ludlow's goal now. I remember this one as well. This was Nottingham Forest. This was at Nottingham Forest, wasn't it? But look at that top corner. What a goal. That was when Arsenal used to win everything, wasn't it? They were the days, weren't they? We used to win absolutely everything. Look at that. Oh, volley. Top corner. Goalkeeper got hand to it. Could never keep that out. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Smack. Look at that. Get in there. What a goal. Oh, you're in Cuthbert now. That was in that same cup final from before, wasn't it? In off the top of the crossbar. And the fake Chelsea fans behind the goal are celebrating. Terrible. Anyway, we need to win it this year, don't we? It's going to be a year. I've got a big feeling about the FA Cup this year. I really got a big feeling about it. I think it's going to be our year to win the FA Cup. And what a way to start. We are 4-0 up at half time. And that's not bad, is it? We'll take that all day long, won't we? Fantastic stuff. That's unbelievable, Celtic, actually. That is quite absolutely mental, isn't it? So Villa scored twice in 2 minutes, and then both goals from Morgan Rogers, and then Celtic have scored twice in 2 minutes, both goals from Ida. So yeah, that sounds like an incredible game, actually. Anyway, Arsenal 2-1 up now. Wanyeri's just scored. So we were 1-0 down. We had 2-1 up against my Girona. My Girona. So we'd be further up the table now, won't we? After that, I would have thought. Oh, we're third. Look at that, brilliant. We'll probably come second. We like coming second, don't we? We might as well come second, I reckon. Because coming second is what we do. We're Arsenal. We come second. So that won't be a surprise, would it? Matty says Wanyeri just scored. Indeed, yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah. Mark C says Wanyeri sculpture. Terry says, what do you do when the old woman starts getting lazy? I ask for a coffee and she brings me a massive glass of red wine. Just can't get the staff. Well, I mean, red one's all right, isn't it? They're just showing Sam Kerr's goal against us in that cup final a couple of years ago. We were at that game. That was terrible, wasn't it? What a disaster that was. That's why we need to get back to Wembley and play it actually in the summer. Because playing a cup final in December, what are you supposed to do? Do you know what I mean? What are you supposed to do? It's not right, is it? Mark C says coffee at this. Well, yeah, coffee at this time is a bit risky, isn't it? When you think about it. Because you won't sleep, will you? Oh, that's last season's cup final, isn't it? Ella Toon against Tottenham. Ella Toon. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, yeah, it's all right, isn't it? 4-0 at half time. What a great game. So how many more goals do you think we're going to score in the second half then? What do we reckon? Another 4? Or will we take it easy, make a load of substitutions and maybe not get that same intensity back that we had in the first sort of half an hour tonight? I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? I suppose it'd be nice to score a few more goals though, wouldn't it? Beans says another 5 second half for the women. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? 5 would be nice. Make a nice good 10. A nice good 10. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Let's see. The second half will be starting in a minute, actually. We just saw the FA Cup goals, which were pretty good, weren't they? Pretty good. The teams are coming back out for the second half, which is good. Let's hope that we are going to see some more Arsenal goals, shall we? We need to get Stina to get a hat-trick first, don't we? That's the most important thing we need to see. We need to see a Stina hat-trick. She's got 2 already. She needs to get another, maybe get another 2. Why not? Let her get 4 goals. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And you do feel as though she will get some more goals. So the team are back out anyway. We're getting ready for the second half here at a very cold Meadow Park. Getting ready for this second half. Arsenal 4 at Bristol City. I think I was making 2 subs actually at half time. Who is coming off and who is going on? Leah Williamson's coming on, which is always nice to see. And I think Bristol City have made a sub as well. They haven't subbed their goalkeeper off, which is good news. Jimmy says some bangers on those sides. There was, wasn't there? That was good stuff, wasn't it? Greg says, I just lock mine away till the game finishes. Well, right, yeah, that's what I mean. And why is Emily Fox coming on? Why is Emily Fox coming on, by the way? We needed her to rest, don't we? Anyway, Kyra Cooney-Cross has gone off and Leah Williamson's come on. And Emily Fox is coming on. And number 7, Steph Catley's gone off. Oh. Okay. Is that tactical? So I'm guessing that if Rosa Kafaji's gone off, is Leah Williamson going to be playing in midfield? Is Leah Williamson going to be playing in midfield? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If she is, because we've taken a midfield player off and brought Leah Williamson on, so I'm kind of thinking that Leah Williamson might be playing in midfield in the second half. Anyway, we are off and underway, and Arsenal are attacking the goal to our left, which is the North Bank. And we might have gone free at the back. It looks so Leia Cadena dropped into midfield. Anyway, Katie Reid on this near side touches it back to Lotta, Woob and Moy.
There comes to Katie Reid on this near side. And then Rosa Kafaji steps in. Katie Reid's now playing as a left back. Weird. She plays a right back and a left back and not centre back. Well, I suppose it's kind of free at the back, isn't it, maybe? So she sort of is the left side of the three centre backs. Anyway, Leah Williamson now with her first touch inside the centre circle. And now Beth Mead finds Emily Fox. Emily Fox gets it back again. Not quite sure what bringing Emily Fox back on in this game at 4-0 up, what the reason behind that was, unless there was an injury somewhere along the way to Steph Catley. Here we go. Terry says, Arteta tactics part of the bus. Yeah, probably, yeah. Quat says, back to the ladies at stream. See you after the game. We will see you, my friend. Don't you worry about that. Anyway, Leah Williamson now pops it into Leah Cadena now also coming forward again. That wasn't a great ball though, was it? But we've picked it up again with Frida Minor over on that far side. She's not had a great game tonight, Frida. Not really. But anyway, Arsenal won the ball back there. And now it's with Mariona Caldente, finds Beth Mead. Mariona again tries to get it back to Beth Mead. Can she get across in? She does get across in towards the near post. Not cleared away particularly well. Frida Minor coming in on it. Just runs away from her. But Mariona again just on the edge of the penalty area. Goes around a couple of challenges. Frida Minor gets it back again. Mariona Caldente. Can she put it back to Stina at the near post? Not quite. It's gone behind for a corner to Arsenal. And Arsenal starting on the front foot again, as you would expect. Here's, of course, Arsenal 4, Bristol City 0, FA Cup, 4th round, delayed tie. Of course, it was called off, wasn't it, due to the weather back in January. And Arsenal got a throw now over on that far side. And Bristol City have made a sub. Simpson's come on for Woolley, which I don't know what the reason for that was. But anyway, Leah Williamson now plays it to Emily Fox, gets it back. Now it's with Lotta Woburn Moy. It's a good ball out to that far side, actually, a really good ball. And the cross comes in, headed away though by the Bristol City defence. And they can't get the ball clear because Arsenal won it back again. And we have started the second half with a little bit more intensity than we finished the first half with. Obviously, Renee's been getting into him at half time, so it needs to be a bit better. Anyway, Lotta Woburn-Moy now bringing the ball forward. Thought about a ball up that far side, instead played it short to Emily Fox. Under a bit of pressure, plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. The two substitutes there over on that far side. Now the ball square here to Mariona Caldente. Well, it wasn't a good ball, actually. Arsenal can try and win it back. And Bristol City again can't get out. Katie Reid steps in. And now Lotta Woburn-Moy finds Rosa Kafaji, gets it back, Lotta. And Arsenal just regaining the control we had in the first half. Greg said if this was a boxing match, they would have stopped it after 20 minutes, wouldn't they? Let's be honest. But I'm glad they haven't, because it's been quite enjoyable, hasn't it? And it is nice to see Arsenal playing with confidence and without too much stress. We've had a lot of stress recently in some of the games. So it's nice that we can play a bit more relaxed. Not that quite relaxed though there. That was a poor ball actually there from Leah Cadena, but Lotta Woburn-Moy steps in now. Leah Williamson finds Lotta again. Now it's with Mariona Caldente. Almost threaded the ball through to Rosa Kafaji, but again, Bristol City defend that quite well. They've certainly defended a bit better at the start of the second half, haven't they? I'm pretty sure if we have a shot on goal, they will probably score, because that goalkeeper, as we said, isn't really up to much, is she? But anyway, Bristol City have just lost the ball. Emily Fox has stepped in, and then Beth Mead has stepped in, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal in front of the Arsenal dugout. Beth Mead's just gone down there. Greg says this is just an extra training session on a Wednesday night. Well, yeah, everyone would rather play a game than do training, wouldn't they? So it's happy days, really, isn't it? It's the best solution. Lotta Woburn-Moy inside the centre circle finds Katie Reid up this near side.
Katie Reid plays it back again to Lotta Wooben-Moy. She very rarely gives the ball away, Katie Reid, does she? She does a sensible thing, you know. She plays percentages. She's so calm. It's not ruffled. She just gets the ball and passes it. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, Emily Fox now getting forward well into Mariona Caldente. Plays the ball out to Beth Mead. And now it's over on that far side with Frida Marnham. Tries to go past the defender, loses out. But Arsenal pick the ball up again. Frida Marnham's cross, looking for Stina Black. Stina has cleared away. She'll be desperate for that hat-trick, won't she, Stina? She's got 2 hat-tricks last season, didn't she? One in the Champions League and one in the Continental Cup. Was it a semi-final? She got a hat-trick, didn't she, actually, last season against Aston Villa? That was a good Arsenal performance, wasn't it? Anyway, Lotta Wooben-Moy now plays the ball forward into... that was a nice play, actually, from Mariona. Almost managed to thread the ball through the eye of a needle there for Stina, but Bristol City managed to clear it away. Rosa Kafaji now plays it into Mariona, now touches it off to Leah Williamson. It's all Arsenal possession. Can we get another goal? If we do, it's going to be it'll be a patient move, wouldn't it? Oh, there's a foul there from Leah Cadena. It's going to be a free kick to Bristol City. They might actually get the ball for the first time, actually. The referee just opened a quick word there with Leah Cadena. And now Bristol City coming forward over on that far side. Are they going to get a chance to get the ball in the box? No, they're not, because that's going to run behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. So Manu Zinsberger must be freezing, actually. So nothing to do in this second half so far. She takes that goal kick quickly to Lotta. And now it's played out to this near side to Katie Reid. Under pressure, but she's not bothered, is she? Look, she's just so calm and cool. She just say, I'm just going to keep the ball. Oh, and then she gets fouled. Look at that. Good old Katie Reid, eh? I'm convinced Katie Reid is going to be a future England captain. I'm just Arsenal captain, England captain. I'm convinced of it. I think she's such a good player. The thing is, though, she's so sort of shy and humble, isn't she? But I think as she develops, I think she's going to come out of herself a bit more, and I think she's going to be a really, really special player, Katie Reid. She's absolutely brilliant. So she's got the Leah Williamson vibe about her, hasn't she? Because if you remember, Leah Williamson was when she first came into the team, she was very shy and quiet, wasn't she? Or she seemed to be that way. Obviously now, you know, she's only the second ever England captain to lift a football trophy after Bobby Moore. That's the company she's in. Anyway, Stina's trying to get in behind over on that far side. The ball's gone out. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Come on, Stina, get your hat-trick. Get your hat-trick. It's what we want to see, don't we? Joe says there, the game's gone a bit odd. Lots of passing, which leads to... Yeah, a little bit like that, yeah. I just think Bristol City have maybe decided that they were too open in that first half. So they've kind of shut up shop a little bit, haven't they? And it made it a bit more difficult for us. But our passing doesn't seem to be getting anywhere at the moment. But I'm sure we'll get another goal. And then the second half floodgates might open and we'll probably get a couple more. The goal scoring is not finished in this game yet. Beth Mead's cross. Oh, it's gone straight in. Oh, it's gone straight in. I don't know if that was meant as a shot or a cross. It's quite remarkable that it's gone in right over on that far side. I think it was a cross. Beth Mead's laughing about it. That's her second goal of the night as well. I think the way she just said to Stina there, I was actually looking for that as a cross. It's gone in, so we'll take it. It doesn't matter. It is 5-0, and Beth Mead's got another one. Again, the goalkeeper's flapped at it a little bit, hasn't she? Hasn't covered herself in glory. Again, the goalkeeper. Gregory says, well, yeah, that was clearly a cross. Everybody knows it's a cross. Beth knows it's a cross. It doesn't matter. Terry says, what a goal, Mido. Greg says, what a goal. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but it was definitely a cross. But it doesn't matter. It's 5-0. And now I think that the second half floodgates are going to open. And maybe Beth Mead is on a hat-trick as well. Beth Mead's on a hat-trick now. Wow. Dean says, Mido. Indeed, Mido. Greg says, Beth will say she meant it. Well, to be honest with you, if you play the ball towards the goal and it goes in,
you've meant it to go towards the goal, haven't you? So I think that's pretty much the way it is. But yeah, I mean, obviously it looks good, doesn't it? Miss Pinksaw says Meadow. It's 2 goals for Meadow at Meadow Park. There you go. It's good, isn't it? And it is 5-0, and now we expect to get a few more goals in the second half, don't we? Because I just think that was what we needed. Slightly strange goal, but we'll take it, won't we? Terry says, is the Zins playing in goal for them? Did she forget to change ends at half time? Yeah, quite possibly, because she flapped at that completely again. Although she was flapping everything in the first half, wasn't she, this Bristol City goalkeeper? Anyway, we'll take it, won't we? Good for confidence, isn't it? All these big wins. Beth just conceded a free kick. Bit too keen there, wasn't she, Beth, to try and win the ball back? Joe's gone 10-0. Well, it might be 10-0. There's certainly time. We've only played 11 minutes of the second half, and we're winning 5-0. So who knows? We could easily get some more goals. There's going to be some more substitutions being made by Arsenal. There's going to be one more, certainly. I think is that Lena Herter getting warmed up? Anyway, that ball played up this near side. Rosa Kafaji, can she get there and get the cross in? No, she can't, because the defenders are across there. It's going to be a Frodo to Arsenal, looking for another goal. Obviously, Steen is going to get a hat-trick, I'm sure. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Katie Reid is going to take it on the left. Playing left back, Katie Reid. Very strange. Anyway, she's doing well. Rosa Kafaji now. But that's a foul throw by Katie Reid. It did look a bit of a strange throw, didn't it? I mean, she's a centre-back. Centre-backs don't take throw-ins, do they? What do you expect her to do? Come on. Anyway, it's gone out for a throw. Well, it's been given as a throw to Bristol City now on this near side. And we've played, 57.5 minutes here at Meadow Park. Arsenal 5 at Bristol City. Now, 4th round of the FA Cup. Delayed 4th round tie. And at least one Arsenal team can win an FA Cup game. At least one of them can. And we might win another one as well, because we've got London City Lionesses in the next round coming up in February. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again now. Frida Mann and plays the ball through. Rosa Kafaji's in. Can she get the shot away? It's not a great effort, is it? It's deflected into the arms of the goalkeeper there. And again, Rosa's not quite there, is she? You can see she's got something about her, but she could have played the ball across the goal there. Decided to try the shot herself, and it wasn't great, was it? Let's be totally honest. It was not great. And Bristol City have cleared it away. But Arsenal back in possession again. I think Leah Volti. Is that Leah Volti coming on, actually, over on that far? Or getting prepared to come on. It's just taking her bib off. It is Leah Volti coming on. And who is going to be going off? Maybe Frida Marnham. She's not had a very good game tonight, Frida Marnham. I'd be taking her off if it was me. Actually, Mariana's coming up. Oh, well, she needs a rest ahead of Man City. That's not bad, is it? There we go. So Mariana's gone off. And Leah Volti is coming on. And she's going to sit in midfield, obviously. The shorts on this white kit are a bit weird, aren't they? They're a bit like floaty. I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, Joe said, I've noticed on X the cry of why won't they play Rosa has died down since Rosa's had the odd game. Well, yeah, because she's clearly not good enough, is she, yet? You know, she's still fairly young. She's got a lot to learn, and I'm sure she'll get there. But she's nowhere near ready to come into the team. People were crying at the start of the season, went, oh, why isn't Rosa playing? Well, it's obvious why. You know, just because she can maybe go past a couple of defenders, but then it's her final decision making that's got to improve. That's looking for her there, but she's not going to get it. And I think it's obvious, isn't it, that she's not there yet. I think she's got potential. Can she make the level that we need? I'm not convinced yet. I've got to be honest. I'm not convinced. But you know, these are the type of games which is good because it means she can play, get the minutes on the pitch. And I think that's important. Bristol City are now going to make some substitutions, 3 of them, in fact. Now the game's gone, they're probably just going to bring on some players to give them some experience of playing
against a team at this level, I suppose. Miss Pinkshot says, let's get Rodman. Well, there's been talk of that, hasn't there? But again, you see, that would be a club with ambition, wouldn't it? Would buy a player like that. Not a club who's not interested in winning stuff. Powell has gone off and Tezia has gone on, and is Lloyd Smith coming off? Number 10. And that's the second of these 3 substitutions. Lloyd Smith's going off, and O'Leary, a good Arsenal name there, O'Leary, of course. Those who remember David O'Leary was our record appearance holder for the men, and they've got a player called O'Leary coming on, and they're making another substitution now as well. Bristol City, that's their 3rd one. And it is going to be Morgan's going off and Threstrup's coming on. So there we go. That's good stuff, isn't it? And so we don't need Dennis. Yeah, Dennis Rodman. I don't think it'll be Dennis Rodman. Is that not his daughter, isn't it? I'm sure it's his daughter, isn't it, or something, isn't it? The American footballer, Rodman. I'm sure that's his daughter, isn't it? Greg says, Renee sitting down again, the pressure is getting to her. Yeah, I mean, she must be feeling some pressure in this game tonight. Anyway, Bristol City have got a goal kick after all of those substitutions. We need to remember that the game is still going on, and we've only played an hour. So there's plenty of time for some more goals, as Bristol City are inevitably going to get tired in the closing stages here, you feel. Anyway, like Kadena threads the ball through. Steener's looking for that hat-trick, but the goalkeeper's out this time. She's always like, when the ball's in the penalty area, Steen, if you notice, she just comes alive. She's sniffing around, trying to look for a mistake. And, you know, she sniffed herself out a goal early on in this game, got another brilliant goal. And that's what she does, you know. When the ball's there, she's alive. And that's why she scores the number of goals that she does, for that reason. Anyway, Bristol City goalkeeper just giving the ball away. And now it comes to Rosa Kafaji, who may well be offside. But she's not offside because the flag stays down, so she's still got the ball. Doesn't really know what she's doing. Goes a long way round, and then she's brought down. She could have laid a simple ball off there to Leah Volti, but she decided to go a long way round. She has won a free kick, which was good, but you know, again, she's doing it too much, isn't she, Rosa? And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Beth Mead is going to take this. And are we going to get a 6th goal? Which would be good, wouldn't it? I think I might have predicted 7-0 in this game, actually, the other night. I can't remember now. I'll have to look back on Friday's show. I can't remember what I said now. I've got a feeling I might have said 7-0. So we still might get 70-0. Yeah, Beth Mead with this free kick. There's a 6-yard box. Oh, what's the defender doing there? She's picked it up. Oh, well, couldn't have been ready to take it. I don't know. Right, so we're going to have this free kick again. Beth Mead on this near side. She's going to chip it in. She does chip it in. Header comes in. Oh, it's just cleared away. It comes to Frida Marnham shot. And it goes high over the crossbar. And that is the end of that particular move from Arsenal. They came to the edge of the box and leaning back. She was never going to keep that down. But it was good play again. Good ball in from Beth Mead. Bristol sitting there trying to play the ball forward. Arsenal, they'll pick it up again with Katie Reid. She's had such a good game. Right back and left back. She's not bothered. Stick her anywhere. She'll play anywhere. Miss Pinkshot says Trinity is Dennis's daughter. He's an A+ indeed. Greg says Marnham's having a mare. She's having a bit of a mare, yes. Not been her greatest game at all, has it? Is it 170 Gunner doesn't like Frida Marnham? I'm sure he'll be happy that she's not playing very well. Anyway, she hasn't done herself too many favours tonight. But also, I think some of the so-called squad players, if you like, that have played today, I think have done well. Obviously, Stina with a couple of goals. I think Lotta Woobenmoy has been solid. Katie Reid, of course, as we know, has had a great game. Leah Cadane has done all right, hasn't she? So, you know, some of the fringe players, we're going to call them, shall we? Fringe players have done all right, actually, tonight, which is good to see, isn't it? Because we're going to need everybody. You know, if we're going for 3 cups, which we are, we're going to need everybody fit and firing, aren't we? The whole squad is going to be needed to get us through all the cup games that we'll have coming up if we're going to go all the way in 3 cup competitions, which, of course, you know, we can do. Let's see. Anyway, Bristol City trying to come forward now, but Leah Volti just steps in nice and calm, tries to play the ball up this near side to Stina Blackstenius, and she just touches it back to Katie Reid, and Arsenal back in possession again. Jimmy says, I think you'll see Rodman as a gunner soon. You think so, dear? That would be good, actually, wouldn't it? That'd be a good signing, wouldn't it? That would be something to be excited about, wouldn't it? Let's see. I never get excited about signings until they're completed and we see the player in the Arsenal kit in the media day. That's when I get excited. I can't get excited before then, because to me, it's all talk until it happens. Arsenal looking for this next goal. Leia Cadena's played in midfield in the second half, actually. This cross comes in. It's a good cross. Fine, Stina with a header. Oh, she couldn't quite get the power on it. That was maybe her chance. Would have been a hat-trick there. It's a good cross from Leah Volti from this near side. Stina was just a little bit behind her, wasn't it? So she couldn't direct enough on it there. Greg says only 2 days, so doubtful. Yeah, there is, of course, only 2. Well, no, it's not. The transfer window shuts on Monday, the 3rd. Is it the 3rd or 4th of February? It's the 3rd of February. So there's a little bit more time left than that. It isn't tomorrow. It finishes Friday. It finishes. It's not till Monday. So you got the whole of the weekend to sort out transfers as well. So there's a bit longer left yet. But yes, there hasn't been much movement, is there? And men, oh, and a mistake at the back, almost let Stina in there. That would have been a hat trick, I'm sure. Anyway, Bristol City now trying to come forward over on that far side, but Arsenal won the ball back. That's a nice ball up that far side, looking for the run of. Oh, that's a foul there, dear me, on Stina Blackstenius, who gingerly gets back to her feet again. Don't injure before she's got a hat trick, please. Anyway, it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal over on that far side. We've played 67.5 minutes. Arsenal 5, Bristol City 0. Got a feeling there might be a flurry of late goals in this game. I think we'll get at least 2 more. We might get one of them here from this free kick, which Beth Mead's going to take over on that far side. She's on 2 goals, Beth Mead. Whips this crossing. It's a decent ball. Oh, the goalkeeper fumbled at it again, but managed to get enough on it to push it behind. That might have been going in, actually. That would have been Beth's hat-trick, actually. And I think she just aimed it for the goal. And that seems to be a good policy. Just fire the ball at the goal, because you're probably going to score, because this goalkeeper isn't up to much at all. Anyway, Beth Mead's run all the way across the pitch to take this corner. In fact, she hasn't. She's just got it short from Rosa Kafaji. Now Rosa into the box. What can she do? Puts across. The shot comes in. It's going to fall to Stina, is it? No, it's not. Comes out to Leah Volti. And oh, dear me, she's got that all wrong. It's gone over the top. It is going to be a goal kick to Bristol City. Grat says there, regarding the white AFC kit, would you think that making the Canada's logo and stripes in red would have elevated this jersey? I think it could have been pretty nice, but perhaps even... No, I think the problem is the whole idea of it is no more red, isn't it? Anyway, Stina now... This will be a great hat-trick. Can she get the shot away? She does get the shot away. Oh, the goalkeeper finally makes a save. What are you doing? You ain't saved nothing all night. And then Stina's on a hat-trick and she saves it. Dear me. Anyway. But no, it's for no more red, isn't it? So you couldn't really have red on the kit. I think that's kind of defeats the object of it. But maybe it should have been black around the outside of it, so you can actually see the letters and the badge and stuff, rather than just being all in white. It just looks stupid. I mean, no more red just means no red. You can have other colours. You just can't have red. So put black around it or something. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. You can't see that the numbers are just impossible to see. It's just stupid. It's a crap kit. They should just get rid of it and actually forget about it. The only person that can stop knife crime in London is someone who doesn't want to stop it, and that's the mayor. And he's having a mayor. Anyway, Arsenal won the ball. We know we haven't, because it's a free kick, and we've played 70 minutes. We're into the last 20 minutes here. And Rosa Kafaji's just getting spoken to there, but Stina there was almost on a hat-trick. A decent shot. The goalkeeper actually saved one. I can't believe she's actually saved one, the goalkeeper there. What are you doing? Terrible.
To be fair, though, Stina wouldn't have had one of the goals that she got if it wasn't for the goalkeeper gifting it to her. So I suppose, we can't really grumble. But anyway, we just want Stina to get a hat-trick, don't we? That's what we want. We want to see a Stina hat-trick because it's what Wednesday nights are all about. And that is what we need to see, don't we? So there's still plenty of time, 20 minutes left for it. And Arsenal now come forward. Lotta Wubben-Moy finds Leah Williamson, pops it into midfield to Leah Cadena. She just touches it off to Lotta Wubben-Moy and bring the ball forward up this near side. Katie Reid plays it back again to Lotta Wubben-Moy. This is nice play from Arsenal, but we're not really getting anywhere going forward, are we? Gregory says, did they get the kit from Wimbledon? Yeah, quite possibly. You could certainly play at Wimbledon in this kit, couldn't you? You'd get away with it because you got to be all in white, haven't you? So it'd be good. It's just not an Arsenal kit, is it? I just can't get used to seeing Arsenal playing all in white. It just looks weird. Maybe they need to put black shorts with it or something. Just something a bit different. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now over on that far side. Beth Mead, 2 goals for her tonight. She's done a hat-trick as well, of course. It'd be nice for her to get one, wouldn't it? But we want Stina to get one more. Of course we do. Stina is in the penalty area waiting for the cross from Beth Mead over on that far side. It goes back instead to Leah Williamson. Now it's into Leah. Again, we've given the ball away, but Freedom Minor actually comes away with it, wins it back. Terry says, problem is if you stop knife crime, London will become overpopulated. Well, yeah, that's true as well, actually. Arsenal back in possession, but we are going backwards, but not now. Leah Williamson over on that far side pops the ball in towards the penalty area, cleared away. It's going to come to Katie Reid. Again, she's just so calm. She's probably the calmest person I've ever seen. The calmest footballer I think I've ever seen. Doesn't get hurried, doesn't get rushed. She'll just take her time, does what she wants to do, isn't put off by anything around her. Absolutely fantastic. She's such a great player. Arsenal now trying to come forward again. The ball played into the edge of the box and Bristol City can get it away, but they've made a mistake. Can Rosa Kafaji get in? Not quite. Bristol City managed to get the ball away, and then the goalkeeper didn't really want that, but she's actually managed to deal with it pretty well. And in the end, Bristol City have cleared it away, but not for long. Arsenal back in possession. I mean, to be fair, we've knocked the ball around really well in this second half without really necessarily going anywhere with it at times, but the passing's been good, the possession's been good, and you can see that, like we said before, a bit of a training session, really, I suppose. And in the middle of a tough season, it's nice to have the odd game like this, isn't it? When you don't have to worry too much, there's no pressure on you, really. You can do what you want, and that's what Arsenal have done tonight. Anyway, Leah Williamson now threads that ball forward. It was looking for the run there of Stina. She felt she was fouled, actually, but the referee says no. And the ball's run through to the Bristol City goalkeeper. We'll now pick it up as Freedom Island goes in to make a half-hearted challenge. We're into the last 16, 17 minutes here. What are the scores on the doors around the Champions League tonight, I wonder? Let's have a look, shall we? It's still 2-2 Aston Villa Celtic, actually. That's incredible, isn't it? Barcelona 1, Atlanta 0, Leverkusen 1, Sparta Prague 0, Bayern 1, Slovan 0, Dortmund 2, Shakhtar 1, Brest 0, Real Madrid 1, Dinamo Zagreb 1, AC Milan 1, Girona 1, Arsenal 2, Inter Milan 2, Monaco 0, Man City 1-1 against Club Brugge. In fact, Man City are 2-1 up now. They've just scored. It's an own goal, actually. Kovacic got the first one. They were 1-0 down at half time. That's a good turnaround from Man City. What's the table like, though? Are they doing enough to go through into the playoffs? Not quite enough. Other results aren't going their way. They need Sporting and Stuttgart to drop points. Otherwise, they are going out of the Champions League. Actually, no, they're not, because the 2 extra points will put them in, won't it? Because they haven't updated the table. Anyway, we'll worry about that at the end of this, shall we? Katie Reid now coming forward up this near side. Look at that. Lovely feet from her. She is special. She is something special, Katie Reid. Brilliant. Rosa Kafaji's done well. And touches the ball off to Leah Williamson. And Lotta Wubben-Moy wasn't paying attention. But Leah Walters come to help her out. Now it's with Lotta Wubben-Moy again. Just plays it square to Leah Williamson. Got lots of space to run into. Leah And plays the ball up that far side to Beth Mead. Gets it back. This is lovely football, actually. And then Leah Williamson decides to kick it straight at the defender. And now it's gone off her for a throw to Bristol into the last 15 minutes. Grat says there, no more red. Is that some anti-campaign like non-smoking generation? No more violence in relation. No more slug at the... No, it's no more. It's about knife crime is what it's about. Which London is full of, by the way, in case you didn't know. It is absolutely rife with it. Anyway, Stina touches the ball off to Katie Reid. Katie Reid just deciding what way to pass it. Just passes it nice and easy to Emily Fox. And then Emily Fox was fouled, but Arsenal pick up possession, so we carry on. Leah Williamson finds at Beth Mead. We need the 6th goal now. This cross comes in. It's not a bad cross, headed away there by Bristol. They've certainly defended a lot better in this second half, haven't they? And Katie Reid again is going to get that ball and does the sensible thing and just puts it out for a throw-in. We're into the last 14 minutes now, 76 minutes on the clock. And we're looking for this 6th goal for Arsenal. We're looking for the Stina hat-trick. Maybe let's get Stina and Beth a hat-trick, shall we? When was the last time 2 Arsenal players got a hat-trick in the same game? I wonder. Has the women ever? Well, I suppose the women would have done it, wouldn't they? Of course they would have done. I'm sure Viv Miedemar and who else was it but both got a hat-trick in a game. Can't remember who it was now. Anyway, Terry says, Reid never seems flustered. She doesn't. She's literally the calmest footballer I think I've ever seen in my life. She just gets on with it. Nothing phases her. Actually, Rosa Kafaji's done quite well there. And now Steen has picked the ball up. Rosa Kafaji again, but she ran into a Bristol City defender. Greg says this game's gone a bit flat. Yeah, I mean, when you're 4-0 up at half time, it's always now we've got a chance here. Kadena plays it into Rosa Kafaji. Oh, she's got the ball stuck under her feet. And then she's tried a shot. And I'm sorry, Rosa. I'm sure you're lovely, but you're just not good enough for Arsenal at the moment. You're just not good enough. And is she trying too hard to make an impression? I don't know. But anyway, it's not coming off for her. It didn't come off for her last week against Brighton where I thought she was really poor. She's been slightly better tonight, but then the opposition has been slightly worse, or a lot worse. But yeah, I'm sorry, Rosa. It's just you're just not quite there either. So I think going back on the bench is what you need to do. Rosa takes that corner all the way across to the far post, and Leah Kadena comes in, and it's gone off her for a goal kick. She always gets very animated, doesn't she, Leah Kadena? Grat says they're claiming have played tennis at Wimbledon. Greg says, speaking of Wimbledon, when I visited London years ago, I wanted to go to Wimbledon and then play some tennis at the sub-platform just to be able... Oh, right, I see what you mean, yeah. Anyway, 2 more subs for Arsenal. Leslie Russo is coming on and Amanda Illerstadt as well. Please don't take Stina off. I know Beth Mead's going off, that's all right. And Amanda Illerstadt's coming on. First game since she became a mum, of course. And it's Lotta Ruben Moy going off. I'm happy with those substitutions. Really happy with those substitutions. And it's good to see Amanda Illerstadt back. And she is coming on for her first game for a very long time. And all the players are applauding her. This is a great moment, isn't it? And Leah Williamson, I believe, is going to give her the captain's armband. She's putting it back on again. I thought she was going to give it to Amanda then. So Amanda Illerstadt is back. Wow, it's been a long time, hasn't it? And B says, Mandy minutes indeed. Mummy minutes is what it is, really, isn't it? Terry says, Rose just needs to put her foot for it when she gets the chance. Greg says, Rose is definitely not good enough for this team. No, she's not. Absolutely not. No, nowhere near. I mean, yeah, let's be honest, she's still young. But then again, you look at Katie Reid, who's younger, and look how composed she is. And that's the thing with Rosa. She's just not composed, is she? She reminds you. She reminds you a little bit of like an under-8s player, doesn't she? She just wants the ball, and she doesn't really think about what's around her. She has no awareness of other people, and she just wants to just get the ball. And unfortunately, top-level football is about a lot more than that, isn't it? And she just got to learn. She's got to learn quickly because she's 21. She's not a kid, is she? She should be playing. She should be doing more than this. Leslie Russo on that far side. The cross comes in, but it's gone behind. I don't know if it got a deflection, did it? No, it didn't. We're into the last 10 minutes, and Stina's still not got a hat-trick. She'll be very frustrated, won't she? Greg says, hopefully Amanda's last game for us. I don't say that. We love Amanda. When did she come second in the Ballon d'Or or something? Christ, we need to appreciate Amanda. I love Amanda. She's brilliant. And she scored a lot of goals as well. She's the Gabrielle Margulies, isn't she, from set pieces, which is what we've been lacking a little bit. So I would definitely keep her, 100%. Katie again. Go on, Katie. Look at how good she is, honestly. See, Rosa Kafaji's done well there, actually. That was good. Anyway, that's touched off there by Frida Marnham, and Arsenal coming forward again. I was expecting another goal by now, but we might get I still think we'll get two more. It's a throw to Arsenal over on that far side in front of the dugout. Thrown square into Leia Cadena, playing in midfield in this second half. Katie Reid now. Just simple again. Amanda Illerstadt plays it out to that far side. Greg says she's cost us more goals than she's got. I don't know about that. I don't think so. I thought she had a decent season, actually. Was it last season? Yeah, half of last season, wasn't it, that she played? Anyway, Katie Reid again. Look at Katie Reid. She's just unbelievable, honestly. And that ball's ready. What a lovely ball that is. Leslie Russo, can she get it across? Pulls it back to Frida Marnham. Oh, she's hit the bar. It would have been a great goal, but she's hit the bar. It's not been Frida Marnham's night tonight. What a great ball that was there from Leia Cadena to Leslie Russo. She pulled it back to Frida Marnham. Frida Marnham's hit the bar, and she should have scored. And we have missed a few chances in this game as well. I'm blaming them weird flappy shorts, actually, which are a bit weird, aren't they? I don't really like them. I don't like this kit at all, if I'm honest. Anyway, Bristol City now trying to play it out from the back. It goes back to the goalkeeper. Steen will be looking at the clock thinking, am I going to get my hat-trick? Am I going to get my hat-trick? She only needs one more big chance and she'll get it. We know she will. It's just, is she going to get that chance? That's the question, isn't it? That is the question. Anyway, Leah Williamson now plays it to Leah Volti. Now it's up this near side. Katie Reid again plays it in field to Rosa Kafaji. Gives it back to Katie Reid. Can Katie Reid get it across with her left foot? She wins a corner. She's not bothered. She'll kick, drive her left, drive her right. It's all good. Anyway, it's a corner now, which Rosa Kafaji might well take again. Is she? In fact, Frida Marnham's coming across. Maybe Frida Marnham's going to take it. She is. Seniority there takes over, doesn't it? It is going to be Frida Marnham into the last 7 minutes of normal time. Still time for some more Arsenal goals in this game. Let's see if we can get one or two, shall we? Frida Marnham's corner towards the far post. Amanda was in there. Leah Williamson's in there. She's fired it over. Scored recently, of course, against Crystal Palace. Can't expect her to get another one so soon. And that one went flying over the top of the crossbar from Leah Williamson. The half-time substitute. And again, Bristol City trying to play it out from the back. And again, they managed to do it now. They've gone long. Amanda steps in there, wins that header. We have missed, haven't we? I think a defender who's that dominant in the air. We've just not had one, have we, at both ends? I think we've missed it at both ends. Anyway, Leia Cadena now plays it forward. Oh, is Stina going to be in there? No, not quite. The defender just managed to get there. And again, they're trying to play out from the back, Bristol City. Fair play to them. They're giving it a go, aren't they? They've done a lot better in the second half. They've obviously tightened it up a little bit following that first half. And there's a free kick there, Leia Cadena. Looked like she got the ball, but we know getting the ball doesn't matter these days. If it's an Arsenal player making a tackle, it's going to be a foul, isn't it? Whether you get the ball or not. Anyway, Bristol City have taken that free kick. That ball flicked forward, and suddenly Bristol City are in here. Are they going to get a chance to get a goal? They had one shot in the first half, didn't they? Which Manu Zinsberger comfortably saved. But they're not going to get a shot there because it's gone behind now and out for a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Into the last 5 minutes of normal time. It's been a comfortable win from Arsenal. But not the best second half, let's be honest. It has gone a bit flat.
I say that quite often happens, that when the game's won at half time, it's like what you do in the second half. It's difficult, isn't it, to keep your concentration and your levels at that same way again in the second half when the game's already won and you know it's won. And you just, we've just gone through the motions a little bit, haven't we? We got one sort of fortunate goal. Anyway, Rose has done well there. That's not a bad ball, but I don't think Leslie's going to keep it. Oh, Leslie does keep it in. Well done, Les. Finds Leah Williamson. Plays the ball into Leia Cadena. Back out to that far side to Leslie Russo. Playing on that wing. Drills a cross in. Again, that's 2 poor crosses from Leslie Russo, actually. Expect better from her, don't we, really, when it comes down to it. But it's going to be a goal kick to Bristol City. Closing in on this victory, Arsenal. We will play London City Lionesses, of course, in the next round, which will be, is that the third week in February, isn't it? I can't remember when that. Have they actually got a date for that game yet? They probably haven't had a date. I suppose they couldn't have made a date for the game until after this one was out of the way, even though it was pretty much inevitable we would win. I suppose you can't take it for granted, but I'm sure it's second week in February, isn't it? Anyway, it'll be coming up shortly for you, the London City Lionesses game. Oh, and now Arsenal. Again, it's a poor ball from Frida Marnham. Frida Marnham and Rosa Kafaji tonight just have not been at the level we needed or expected, really. And that's a shame. Anyway, Frida Marnham has got a ball. She did score a goal, of course, Frida, in that first half. But she's been quite poor. Anyway. Leah Williamson now finds Emily Fox over on that far side. Touches it back to Amanda Illistat. Plays out this near side. Katie Reid. Rosa Kafaji trying to turn away from a couple of challenges, and she's won a free kick again. That's the one thing you have to say. She will win free kicks, Rosa, because she always wants to take people on. And if you take people on, inevitably you're going to win a free kick, aren't you? Ag says, is Amanda in the game? She is, yeah. She's just come on about 10 minutes ago, and she's done all right, actually. She has done all right. Anyway, it's a free kick here, which Frida Marnham is going to take. Are we going to get at least one more goal? We hope it's going to be a Stina Hattie, aren't we? Because we've been desperate for it since about 15 minutes when she got a second goal of the night. Anyway, Frida Marnham with this free kick curled in towards the far post. Amanda Illistat's up there, but she couldn't. Oh, actually, it was Leslie Russo. Oh, no, it was Amanda Illistat, yeah. We've got so many blonde ponytails in this team now. When you can't see the numbers because of the white kit, it becomes quite difficult to pick the players out sometimes from a distance, doesn't it? Anyway, Bristol City again have played it out from the back. We're into the last 2 minutes of normal time. And Arsenal are through to the next round of the FA Cup, and that is the most important thing, isn't it? The second half has been quite flat, but yeah, to be expected, I suppose. But we're through, and that's the main thing, isn't it? We are through to the next round of the FA Cup. We're marching on in that, and of course, it's a big week coming up, isn't it? Well, now Arsenal might have a chance here to get the next goal. Leslie Russo tries to play it into Stina. Stina's done well. There's a tight angle. Takes a shot on. Oh, that's unlucky, actually. Did the keeper get a touch on that? I think she might well have done. And Stina knows time's running out. Leslie Russo with the ball through. She might have been offside, actually. It wasn't given as offside. And she got some power in that shot, didn't she? Oh, that wasn't far away, actually. But whether she'll get another chance now. We're into the last minute. There'll be some stoppage time. But 2 goals for Stina Black Steniers tonight. And Arsenal are through to the 5th round. Leslie Russo again. Arsenal probably will get one more chance. I don't know how much stoppage time is going to be. Katie Reid plays it forward. Oh, she's given the ball away for the first time. She gets it straight back. Her passing accuracy in her whole career at Arsenal must be like 95% or something. Incredible. She just never gives the ball away. I know they sing that about Leah Volti, but it's got to be Katie Reid's song, isn't it? Leah Williamson now plays it into Leia Cadena. Threads the ball through. Touched off there. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Is it going to fall to Stina inside the box? It's bouncing around. Won't quite fall for her again. Defender just managed to get a foot in. And it's come to Rosa Kafaji on this near side. Oh, this is nice. Leah Volti plays it back, but it's not going to reach Rosa. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And we've just reached the 90-minute mark. And we should be able to find out how much stoppage time there is going to be. I'd imagine 3 or 4 minutes. Terry says, blondes with ponytails, that's the bloody Swedish confusing everything. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously another blonde ponytail Swede has come on, of course. Although Rosa Kafaji is Swedish, and of course she's dark. Anyway, it's a throw to Bristol City, is it, on this near side? I haven't seen how much stoppage time there's going to be, actually, but we're into stoppage time now. I'm sure we'll find out very, very shortly. But it is a throw to Bristol City. Is Stina Blackstenius going to get a hat-trick? Egg says, and a Norwegian as well, yeah. And of course, there's a couple of English goals with blonde ponytails as well. Let's not forget that either. Anyway, it is a throw now to Arsenal on this near side. It's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time, by the way, of which we've played 1. So there is still time for the Stina hat-trick. Amanda Illistat with that long ball for us. That's a great ball. It has found Stina. The angle's a bit tight to get the goal. In fact, she's offside. Oh, that's the first time she's been offside. It took 91 minutes, Greg, 91 minutes for Stina to be offside. And then she is offside there for the first time. Just a little bit too keen, I think, to get that hat-trick, isn't she? A little bit too keen. Anyway. So we'll have a quick look at the scores. Aston Villa are now beating Celtic again. Ollie Watkins has scored. Well, there you go. That's a surprise, isn't it? Oh, Stina's almost in there. The goalkeeper panicked and he's put it out for a corner. That was almost the moment, wasn't it, there? It's 2-2 for Arsenal against Girona. My Girona, it was Stuani has scored their equaliser there. Man City are now 3-1 up. And they look as though they might be getting into the playoffs. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. We're into the dying stages of this game tonight at Meadow Park. It's going to be Frida Marnham with this corner. There's just a slight delay. I'm not quite sure what's happening because the cameraman's not going to show us. Ag says, who scored goal number 5? It was Beth Mead. It was a cross, actually, but it went in. And now there's this corner here from Frida Marnham in towards the near post. It goes all the way across the 6-yard box, cleared away by Bristol City. And Arsenal still in possession now with Leia Cadena. Pops it into Rosa Kafaji. Nice little turn away. In fact, she's won a free kick, as she knows she hasn't, because the referee says play on because we've got the ball. Leah Williamson on this near side. There's a left winger. I don't know what she's doing there. Anyway, she touches the ball back to cross comes in, the ball comes in. There's a little bit of a flat cross actually from Emily Fox. Leah Volter into the last minute now at a 4 of stoppage time. And Arsenal still got time to get this last goal. In fact, the referee's blown a whistle. We've not even played the 4 minutes yet, ref. We've not even played 4 minutes. Anyway, it's finished. The full-time whistle's gone. It is Arsenal 5, Bristol City 0. Obviously, comfortable win. 4 of the goals came in the first half. The damage was done early on. Stina with a goal after 2 minutes. Frida Marnham with a goal after 5. Stina then got the 3rd goal. Brilliant goal that was as well, curling in from the edge of the box. Beth Mead got the 4th goal. Again, the goalkeeper not really covering herself in any glory at all. And just one more goal in the second half. It was Beth Mead's cross over on that far side, flew into the top corner. Again, the goalkeeper at fault for that. Good run out for a few of the fringe players. And Bristol City, to be fair to them, second half, they stepped it up a little bit, didn't they? They made it more difficult for us. But we've got through. Doesn't matter, does it? Knockout football. I say the second half was always going to be tricky, but 2 great goals from Stina, gets a pat on the back from the manager, Renee. It's a comfortable night's work, isn't it? No one's got injured. Players got minutes. And that's what we want to do. Grat says, excellent performance from the ladies. Such a joy to watch. They're always a joy to watch, aren't they? And B says, 5 will do. See you Friday. You will indeed see us on Friday. Hopefully we'll see you all on Friday. Greg says, not bad run out of ideas. Well, not so much run out of ideas. I think we just run out of intensity. And at the end of the day, when you're 4-0 up against a team that aren't going to cause you any problems, it's obvious that's going to happen, isn't it? We got the job done in the first half, and that's what you have to do in these games sometimes, don't you? We've seen how difficult it can be when you don't get the job done early, and it's 1-0 or it's 0-0 at half time, and then it becomes a little bit more tense. So to get the game won in the manner that we did in that first half is great, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? And that's what we managed to do. And yeah, that's that's fine. We'll take that. No one's got injured. It's a nice gentle run out, and we can look forward to what's going to be a massive game at the weekend, isn't it? Absolutely massive game. Stina's second goal tonight, Arsenal's third, was something quite special. That was a highlight of the night for me. I'm sure you all thought so as well. Dean says, happy days. On to the next. Catch you all Friday. Indeed, my friend, we will. Grat says, now let's hope PSV can hold their lead against Paul and that AFC don't waste their result. Ryan just gives a thumbs up indeed. And yeah, it was a good night tonight, wasn't it? A comfortable win. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting through in the FA Cup. So it'll be London City Lionesses will be next in the next round for Arsenal. I'm not sure if there's an actual date for that game. I don't think there will be, will there? Let's have a look. I don't think there will be yet, will there? But anyway, I'm sure we'll see it soon enough. They're just showing Beth Mead's second goal again, which was definitely a cross, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah. Anyway. So Aston Villa are going through automatically in the Champions League as things stand. Man City are going to be in the playoffs along with Celtic, and Liverpool are going to top the group. Not that topping the group makes any difference at all, because everybody hasn't played everybody else. You're just lucky at your fixtures, really, aren't you? But anyway, Arsenal won 5-0 tonight. We are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Oh yeah, I was going to check and see if there was a date for that game. I don't think there is yet. Let's have a look. No, there isn't. There isn't a date. I'm just looking at when it could possibly be. Is it the 8th, 9th of February? Is that when it is? Does anybody know? Does anybody know when next round of the FA Cup is? Anyway, we shall see. Jimmy says, well done again at Shout. Indeed, my friend. Sola says, I hope Claire Wheatley gets us Kira Walsh. Well, we'll see. I think next round, February 9th. Yeah, I was thinking that's probably when it was going to be. Terry says, well, if we don't sack Rene after 2 poor results on the trot, we've got another Arteta on our hands. Well, it's not really 2 bad results on the trot, is it? So there we go. So yeah, it was 5-0, and that's not too bad, is it? That is not too bad at all. So yeah, thanks for watching tonight, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. I know I was a bit late. I was playing football. I got back a bit later than I anticipated. But anyway, I made it in the end, just in time for Stina's goal as well. The first one, which was nice, wasn't it? So also through, don't forget, coming up on the channel then, we have got a busy weekend. Friday, of course, it's the Arsenal Women's Show, 7:30. We've got a lot to talk about. The Chelsea game, this game against Bristol City, and a double header against Manchester City to come in the next week. So join us for that. Of course, Sunday, it's a double header, Arsenal Man City, isn't it? The women kick off at 12, the men kick off at 4:30. We'll be here for both of those. Well, certainly here for the women's game. I'll see how much energy I've got left for the men's game to do a wash. I might do it anyway. We'll definitely be on that for Sunday. So join us for that, because that is going to be good. So lots and lots to look forward to as we move into February. Wow, January's over already. Who would have thought, eh? The longest, horriblest month of the year is nearly done, and then the shortest month is coming. Lots to look forward to. Greg says, yeah, the 9th. I think it must be the 9th. Yeah, that was my feeling on it. Greg says, doesn't seem possible. Terry says, ain't it the 6th? No, the 6th is the semi-final of the Subway Cup. That's the 6th, isn't it? The FA Cup will be a weekend after that. So lots to look forward to, isn't there? Lots to look forward to. Grat says, take care, folks. Sleep tight. And yourself, my friend. Sleep tight. And we will see you all very, very soon. Just have a final little check on the Champions League scores before we go. Arsenal are still winning 2-1 in Girona. My Girona, the equaliser was ruled out for some unknown reason, offside, probably, not really sure. But anyway, so that's that. Looks like Arsenal will qualify pretty much anyway, regardless. So it will be a Friday for the women's show. Please join us for that, because you are going to enjoy that. Next game. Well, next game is on Sunday, isn't it? There's 2 games on Sunday. Arsenal, Man City, double headers, and women at 12, the men at 4:30. A big weekend of important Champions League football. So we'll be here for all of that, which is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be dramatic. And you don't want to miss it, as either there, which is going to be good. Terry says, thanks Richard for tonight, and can everyone hit the like and subscribe? Yes, please hit the like and subscribe before you go. Join us on Friday at 7:30 if you can, because we have got a great show lined up for you. Of course, the Arsenal Women's Show, the best women's show on YouTube, the original and still the best. It definitely is. Greg says, oh well, Renee's kept her job for another week. Night, we'll see you Friday, hopefully. I'm sure we'll see you Friday, my friend. Absolutely will. Anyway, that is that then tonight. Arsenal 5, Bristol City 0. 2 goals for Stina, 2 goals for Beth, and a goal for Frida. And Arsenal are through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. London City Lionesses are next in this particular competition. But big games to come before that. 2 games against Manchester City, of course, including a big semi-final. I'm also at St James's Park next Wednesday for the Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg. So that's going to be good as well. There'll be a vlog of that game for you. Loads of great stuff coming as well. So yeah, thank you for watching tonight. Please like, share, and of course subscribe, and we'll see you very, very soon on Friday. So yeah, well done to the Arsenal women tonight. Yeah, comfortable win. The second half wasn't great, but you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? We got through. We got the job done, and that is what it is all about. So yeah, see you on Friday, guys. Come on, you guys. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you for the big show. Take it easy, guys.